case briefs, and so much more. LS Data's got what you're looking for.
A case of paramount importance was heard in the United States Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit back in 2007. The case, South Coast Air Quality Management District v. Environmental Protection Agency, veered its focus on the crucial role that the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, plays under the directives of the Clean Air Act, requiring the agency to monitor and regulate the quality of air to ensure public health protection. In an intriguing turn of events, the court found that the EPA failed to adhere properly to the act when they established the requirements and standards for ozone. The lawsuit came to be as the court examined multiple challenges against a rule that regulated the national ambient air quality standard for ozone. The court dismissed most of these challenges, but struck down portions of the 2004 rule, determining that the EPA had overstepped its interpretative leeway. The court also moved to clarify that motor vehicle emission standards apply for 1 hour until standards for 8-hour emissions are made available, and openly urged the EPA to expedite the implementation of a revised rule to enhance public health protection. Interestingly, a wave of requests for a rehearing came crashing in, 5 to be exact, but the court firmly rebutted them, declaring that the challenges had no basis. However, an unusual co-request from the EPA and the environmental petitioners brought forth a spark of interest in the court. This joint petition sought clarity on the required conformity determinations and requested modifications to the scope of the vacated sections of the 2004 rule. Intricately tangled within this case were elements of a previous Supreme Court ruling, Whitman v. American Trucking Assens, which acknowledged that there were gaps in the Clean Air Act when the timer for measuring ozone levels shifted from 1 hour to 8 hours. The court concluded that in an attempt to fill these gaps, the EPA had unnecessarily extended its interpretative discretion. The EPA, standing its ground, respectfully disagreed with the court's interpretation of Whitman, prompting them to file a petition for rehearing. Ultimately, the court had the final say. It upheld the dismissal of several challenges to the ozone regulation while vacating parts of the 2004 rule, as they determined that the EPA had misinterpreted its interpretative limitations. The court shined a light on the fact that motor vehicle emission standards are applicable for 1 hour until 8-hour budget provisions are made available. Concurrently, the court issued a stern call to the EPA for swiftly implementing a revised rule, a critical step for the enhanced protection of public health.
Case briefs, and so much more. LS Data's got what you're looking for. Visit lsc.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.